Hello again to my English speaking friends. I want to make a video this evening about coronavirus advices and reflections from Italy. You know, we in Italy have been stricken by this disease before than you, and before than France, and before than Germany. Just a lucky bad luck. We came first, but it's not our fault. Somehow this virus came a week before or 2 weeks before than you. I'm sorry, but... And I want to make some reflections and give you some advice. I want to say once again, this TV series in the late 70s, Survivors, British BBC TV series, forecast a virus coming from China. But in that TV series, almost every people died. So let's hope it's not the case now. I think not. But anyway, just in that, like in that first episode, now we are seeing doctors and scientists, especially doctors and nurses, are having big trouble in Milan and Lombardy region in the north of Italy because these people are coming very in a high number. But I think now we will stop this disease day by day. Anyway, just like in this TV series, there was a doctor in the first episode of Survivors. There was a doctor, one of the characters, Lucy, goes to the hospital because her sister was dying at home, and she comes to see her friend, a doctor, a man, Andrew, and it's the same situation. No, it's a worse situation than in the reality now. The doctors are overwhelmed by this problem, and they can't really help people very much. Now this situation is quite heavy now in Italy, but I think it's coming we are coming to overcome this situation. So I want to, as you can see, I've just come back from the newspaper shop where I work, my own newspaper stall, kiosk. So we work with mask, protection masks and gloves. So I've just come back from my working day, and it's quite heavy situation, because it seems like the other is an enemy. Don't come too near, let's respect the 1 meter distance, let's enter one at a time in the shop. So it's quite heavy, okay, but I can see that people is quite responsible, quite serious about it. And anyway, we will manage this situation, I'm sure. I want to make some literary and musical reflection. I was thinking, first of all, these events makes us think about how fragile we are, how everything changes in life. And I was thinking about a song of David Bowie, which was a master of changes in his life. In fact, he had many characters in his career, Ziggy Stardust, Aladdin Sane, Diamond Dogs, and many others. Maybe because he wanted to, didn't want to get bored. I don't know. His fantasy was very high, so he wore these masks, these characters, and sang songs about it. But he, for example, there is a song, Changes, you know, which the song Changes is quite important because it's what he has done all his career. And it reminds us that our life is a change. So now it seems strange that these diseases come, but our life is change. We don't see it day by day in a day-by-day life, living day by day, because it seems every day is the same almost. A few things seems to change, but it's not like that. Things change, and life changes, and just difference of ages. I am different from what I was 10 years ago. I am getting old, unlikely, but anyway, everything is a change, and these things makes us think about it. Or we are fragile, we are human, we are nature has some limits, okay? So, and Changes, this song is quite important, and I like very much when it says, the refrain says, time, change, you can't trace time. Time may change me, but I can't trace time. I like to think he wanted to say, time may change me, but I can't trace time, which is what he did. He tracked songs. And so we we are leaving some traces. What we write, what we think, what we do, what we sing. So I don't like. Probably he said, time may change me, but I can't trace time. I like to think he wanted to say, but I can't trace time. I can do something in my life. I can write songs. I can live my life and leave some trace in others' people's hearts. So I can have a life. I can be somebody for myself and for somebody else. I can't trace time. I like to think like that. And the other song is 5 years, you know, in Ziggy Stardust album. 5 years is a very important song because it's an apocalyptic song. It's about the end of the world coming, something like that. Mankind had just known that the news had come that we've got 5 years left to live, and probably the sun was exploding, or something was to come, some tragedy. And David sings very sadly. He understands in that moment how much he needed people. He said, I never thought I need so many people. The fat, the skinny people, the tall, the short people. And I remember you in an ice cream parlor. He thought about the girl he liked. So, our life is important. We have a life. We have feelings. We have experiences. And we are all connected. We are all connected. Strangers are not enemies. People we meet, people we like, people we think about, people we just crossed. After all, we are all brothers and sisters. It's nice that in such a sad song about the end of the world coming, he understood how we are all connected and how we are really needing each other, one another, each other, all mankind. And so with the peoples, Italian people needs French people needs to learn from us. You British people have to learn from us how we are facing coronavirus. We have learned how to face it from the Chinese people. We are all connected, and we are precious. We are all precious. Every people, every man, every woman, every person has a soul. We are souls. We are bodies, but we are also souls. We are very important. We are very something deep inside of us, and there is a treasure inside every person. And in these events, in these moments, we understand it better, because it's not just ordinary life, everyday life, which distracts us with its repeat. Everything is repeated, is even boring sometimes, and we don't really think. We just live a bit automatically. Driver, we say, with robot pilot. Okay. But when we live our life, we are conscious of what is coming. And changes can do this. When there is a change in our life, for example, when we fall in love, we see things differently. We understand things. So, even it's not a good change, this coronavirus, but it's a change. So we can use it to understand, to think about, to appreciate, just like David Bowie did in this song, 5 Years. He appreciated life. Suddenly, he appreciated life in this song, in this moment, in this event, and he said, I never thought I need so many people. Okay, so let's be happy about having a chance to appreciate life and people, and let's fight coronavirus with instruments and following what the government says, which are consulting doctors, scientists. Let's trust them, and let's work, or let's stay home, like now we are having to stay home, most people. I am a newspaper agent, so I have to work, but I'm happy because I like to see people. I don't like to stay just home, but it depends on what job you do. Maybe they will tell you to stay home, just like we are doing in Italy, for maybe for 10 days or 2 weeks, and just you have to have an authorization, a self document written by yourself, that you are going to the pharmacy or to buy food, or a few other things like going to work. And but anyway, these things is working. If you see the TV news from Italy, this thing is working, and the people are reacting well, are doing what we are told. And so if you want to watch back the first episode of Survivors, you will understand how it is, and what it is about, and think about all these things, these songs of David, 5 Years and Changes, and let's have a good opportunity to think about life, about changes, and how we have to feel, to understand, really, to feel even, that we are all connected, we are all the same, like in the Eastern religion or New Age theories, they say all in one, just like the song of Queen, One Vision. It's like an old hippie idea, but it's part of mankind. We are all the same, and our religions say this. We are all the same, we are all connected, nobody is an island, and even you who live in an island, nobody is an island, we are all connected, we can learn from each other, we can feel we are brothers and sisters, we are connected. And life is wonderful. Let's work to give a chance to life and health and happiness, and feel all the feelings that life brings, which are even in David Bowie's serious songs and in this TV series. There are good feelings, quite deep, quite intense, quite meaningful. I like meaningful people, meaningful art, meaningful songs, meaningful movies, and even meaningful TV series. Okay, so don't worry, prepare yourself to get ready to, if things get worse. It's not really a tragedy, it's a chance to see through life, to look at life in a different way, in a deeper way, in understanding something new, something meaningful, something that quite enrich our soul. Okay, so see you next time. Bye.